That's Garland over there, and beyond that the Biscan coast. I respect the Bisconners. Their sailors are as brave and as hungry for wealth as any Nord. They'll go far into the Western Ocean in pursuit of whales. They can be very cagey about their voyages, though, when you press them for details. Sometimes I wonder if they've found something out there. We're in the Gulf of Charas now. The fishermen here used to have this way of catching tuna. Herd them into a maze of nets into a smaller and smaller area, until they could just spear them from their boats and drag them out. Worked like dogs for a few days, then ate like kings for months. Can't do that these days, though. Too many pirates about. Fishermen must be like fish, always moving to survive. Ah, the lookout has spotted sails. That may be Crusa's fleet.
Did you see that big fiery ball? Not very accurate, I'll warrant. But if one of our ships gets hit by one of those who don't jump into the sea in time will die a nasty death. I've heard Crusas does this. He doesn't try to maneuver or run, but lashes his ships together, building himself a floating fortress. He mounts mangonels on them and peppers any attackers with flaming pitch. Not a bad tactic if you've got the time to prepare and you just want to be left alone. Most attackers will keep their distance and look for easier prey. If all our ships row in together, we'd be presenting enough targets that we're bound to get hit. So let's not do that. Here's another idea. Our captured ship, the Golden Wasp, is fast and maneuverable, and I saw you handle that fire ship at Omor, and I think you're the one to take the helm. I'll come with you, though, to keep my men rowing briskly. Have a good look at Crusas' floating fortress before we attack. It's formidable, but it's not going anywhere. He has no less than 8 ships lashed together. They mount 4 heavy mangonels, big ones. Most ships would tip over from the recoil if they weren't chained to each other. One is on the round ship, which is the fortress's keep, as it were. Another 3 are on cogs. One is to the northwest. The others are to the northeast and southeast. You must steer the Wasp to take out those mangonels. You need direct hits, but don't get too close, as their decks are packed with archers. Also, keep moving. 1 or 2 hits could shatter our timbers or set us alight and make an end of us. We're right behind you, brother. Let's take this vile toad of a merchant down. That hit us! We're still afloat, but the next time we might not be so lucky. stamp out those sparks, lads! Let's not get hit again! Let's keep our distance. Their decks are packed with bowmen. One mangonel down! Let's keep our distance. Their decks are packed with bowmen. That hit us! We're still afloat, but the next time we might not be so lucky. Let's keep our distance. Their decks are packed. You smashed that mangonel. Look at it, like a broken toy. Let's keep our distance. Their decks are packed with bowmen. Let's stamp out those sparks, lads! Let's not get hit again. Unless you want to swim back, I suggest we keep moving. Let's keep our distance. Their decks are packed with bowmen. You silenced those mangonels. Now let's all move in and board them.
We're right behind you! Row, lads, row!
That was a good fight. You did a fine job taking out those mangonels. Now then, I wish to present you with my old acquaintance, Salautus Crusas, who gave himself up when the last of his men fell to our swords. He seems very sure of himself for a man of his circumstances, and will no doubt try to bluster his way out of trouble. Crusas, step forward.
I am Salautus Cruzas. I sail under the protection of the Sea Hounds. If you kill me, it will not go well for you. Yes, I buy slaves. They work my sulfur mines. Sulfur is valuable, and if I did not mine it, another would. Anyway, these islands are part of no kingdom, and I am violating no law. Since when does a pirate like yourself care about such things? So then, I believe I have heard of you. Purig spoke of you. From what I know, I think I can be of use to you. Do we have a bargain? I tell you what I know, and you give me my freedom. So then, when I last spoke to Purig, I saw your sister among his captives and tried to buy her. Not that one, he said. That's my insurance against a pair of avenging furies. I think he grudgingly admired how persistently you pursued him. He told me the whole story. Apparently, you had taken passage with him on some voyage to the north, hoping to find and free your sister from pirates. Then, you stole his ship, or so he said. Realizing that you were a dangerous enemy, he made inquiries among his Sea Hound allies to find her. Now, he keeps her as a hostage on a ship in his fleet. So, I can tell you how to find Purig, which means you found your sister as well. But if you harm me, it's likely you'll never have such a chance again. So I repeat, do we have a bargain? He told me the whole story. So, I can tell you how to find Purig, which means you found your sister as well. But if you harm me, it's likely you'll never have such a chance again. Indeed. So then, Purig has run a bit short of money, and has arranged to sell off some of his captives in the Granfjord, his hideaway in the north. He will be anchored there for the next several weeks, doing business with his favored buyers. You may be able to get close to him without him suspecting that anything is amiss. He will not sell your sister, though, as I explained.
Were you to be one of these buyers?
Among others, yes.
Good. Then we will take your ship. It has fine lines and expensive fittings, and I have no doubt that Purig, who has an eye for costly things, would recognize it instantly. If Purig is holding your sister as a hostage, then capturing his round ship will be a very delicate affair. If he sees Cruzas' ship and believes that we are Cruzas, he may be able to allay his suspicions while we sneak aboard and turn things to our advantage. We shall need to think on this. It might even be good to keep Cruzas with us to converse with Purig or his crew. Ah, good news, Cruzas. You are indeed worth more to us alive than dead. For now.
For now, you say. What, might I ask, is to be my fate?
Well, that's decided then. We should return to Astrakhan to refit and gather our allies, then prepare to sail for Angolanfjord.
Let's hope for a fair wind back to Ostrakhan. Well, here we are, ready to set sail for Angran Fjord and settle accounts with our enemies once and for all. Lahar will sail with us, and Bjolgur and more of his brothers may join us at our destination. We have Krusa's ship, and Krusa's too, of course, much as he might not like it, and hopefully the element of surprise. We just need to consider how to turn this best to our advantage. This part of Vineland, here in the far north, is called the East Cap. I can see why Purig made his base here. There's little reason for most ships to come this way, unless they're chasing whale or walrus. Even if you're an old Vinelander like me, the wind that whips past the promontory will put a chill in your bones. Oh, there they are, with your sister as their hostage. A straight-out attack is out of the question. Throughout this voyage, I have been thinking on what we might do to ensure her safety. And I recommend that we try an old corsair's trick. Do you see that big cluster of ships back there? That's got to be where they're holding the prisoners. That smaller vessel out front, though, that's got to be a picket, and it will stop us before we get too close. Let's approach it, pretending to be a buyer, while Bjolgur and Lahar stay out of sight. Krusas can banter with them a bit as a distraction. You and I, meanwhile, shall dive off the side of our ship, swim around to the stern of the prisoner ship and climb up the side. Then together we can try to find your sister on board. Once we succeed, Well, we'll just have to figure it out from there. Do you see that big cluster of ships back there? That's got to be where they're holding the prisoners. Into the water. Let's go while Purig's men are distracted. Swim fast, but keep your distance from any lookouts.
Ahoy! Who approaches?
I am Salautas Cruzas. I seek Purigavago Ting.
Come on!
Very good. Now get to the hold.
Who's there? What's going on? Heavens, mercy, what are you doing here? I'll be silent. What's going on? Can you get me out of here? I understand. Heaven protect you, brother.
Well done. But your sister is still within, and we need to get her to safety. Cut the lines tying us to the other ship, and let's be away.
Go down!
They've grappled us! God's blood, we can't get past them. They're going to board. Shoot those bastards. Cut them down as they come over the side. Whatever it takes. They've grappled us! They're on deck! They've grappled us! They've grappled us! They've grappled us! They're on deck!
Ahoy to you, Gunnar! An exemplary escape. Is the captive safe?
You two snatched their ship right out from under their noses. A fine story to tell my brothers. If we survive this.
Ahoy to you, Bjolgur! And ahoy to you, Lahar! She is indeed safe with us. But now it looks like the whole pack of hounds are coming baying out to meet us. You two brave fellows get on our flanks, and we'll meet them prow to prow. I see more of them coming up. No rest for my sword arm today. Ah!
dares provoke the hounds in their lair? Is that you, Gunnar? You and your companion? I will fall upon you like an eagle and tear out your livers. I will shatter your ships to splinters. I will spill your blood upon the waters. I will send your corpses to the slimy depths. Your skull will be a home for scuttling things, and Moran shall make a toothpick of your shin bone. Do you hear me? You and Gunnar have been slaughtering my allies up and down this coast, and now it comes to this. I was going to forge the Sea Hounds into a weapon of vengeance against the House of Olbjorn. I would have drowned them in their own blood. But the free warriors of the north, to the men who stood against the tyrant, I would have showered them with gold. I would have given them the fame they deserved. We would have ruled the northern seas. But that is all for nothing. Instead, the kings of Nordvik, the men that Gunnar and I fought, will have the last laugh. So do you like what you've wrought? Not much honor in having your men just cut me down, is there?
Heaven's mercy. I had given up hope. I thought I'd die in that dark place, in the power of those cruel men. That awful night, I woke to cries, and screaming and smoke. Mother and father. I won't speak of it. Some of those villains grabbed me and threw me over a horse. In the camp, I saw our little brother. My heart sank. But I did not see you, and that gave me hope. They separated us. They took the younger, stronger ones to be marched to the coast. They mocked us, telling us we would be worked until our deaths on some hot island mine or on some frozen shoreline. I told them that you would come after me with an army of warriors and see them all hanged. I did not believe it, though. I just could not bear to have no answer to their taunts. We arrived in Ostrakan. We were smuggled in by night, as the slave trade was banned by the Vlandian king, although many there clearly profited from it. Eventually, Purig came to buy us. He questioned us all closely about our families. At first I thought he was trying to find out whether he could get a ransom for us. But no, he was trying to find someone related to you. Oh, he feared you, and was keeping me to protect himself from you. That made me proud, despite my misery. They threw me in that cell when he found me. When we sailed from port to port, sometimes I could press my ear to the door. I could hear Purig discussing his plans to topple the Nord king and build a pirate empire. And I heard your name again and again as their schemes were foiled and the noose around his neck grew tighter. And then, just a short while ago, I heard your voice at the door of my cell. And I knew heaven had answered my prayers. Heaven bless you, brother. I am ready to do my part for our family and our future. But I can see our men calling you. Get us to safety and we will speak again.
Well then, your sister is free, thank the gods. You gave Purig the death he deserved. None will mourn him. And the Sea Hounds? Well, I doubt they'll recover from the thrashing we gave them today. The North will thank you. Now I think I will go ashore and make my way home. Lagshoven is not far from here. I've settled what I wish to settle, And all this rowing and ramming and climbing and jostling and fighting is hard on my old bones. Ugh. My men, though, I've had a word with them, and some of them have been quite impressed by your leadership. They want to follow you if you'll have them. And as I mentioned, they prefer to sail on our ship here, the Wavesteed. So I guess that's yours too if you'll have it. She'll carry you well, especially in the rough seas of the north. You should come see me in my village, Lagshoven in Beinland. It's not much, not for a warrior like you, who's no doubt seen all the wonders of the Empire and the lands beyond. But we can pass a summer's night on the beach and drink to our deeds. Farewell, my friend.